Give you a little idea of this country. We haven't gotten to the ranch proper yet, but I'm looking north. That's Antonito Mountain. That's right up on the Colorado border. This is a high plateau here. Like I said, about 20 miles west of Taos. We're passing a neighbor ranch about a mile from where we're headed, there to the west of the property. Dropping down through a pinyon juniper forest, and we'll break out into some wide open country as we get to the ranch proper. We're down to the ranch boundary, and again looking north up at Antonito Mountain. Then we'll pan around and we're moving towards the west. And out here in the distance, that's our ranch. Classic western look. And then we'd go back, and that's about, past that tree is about where Taos is. In the background there you can see the snow on the mountains above Taos and Cuesta. There are two of these old railroad cars that were probably salvaged from the Chile line, which was a narrow gauge railroad track that ran just right through this area from Santa Fe to Antonito, Colorado. Little dove walking around here in the old corral. So I'm standing down in one of the loafing shed areas, looking back at the house and buildings and the root cellar. Now we are just north of the ranch headquarters, and we have a nice stock tank holding a reasonable amount of water. It's been a pretty dry winter here. I've driven by a lot of tanks up here that are empty this time of year, so this is a nice asset for the property. Get any substantial snowfall or summer rains, this is obviously going to fill up. It appears that, at least from time to time, it's probably 6 feet deeper than this around. Looking back at the stock tank here in the opposite direction, off in the distance is the neighbor ranch. And then as we come across the dam, which by the way is in excellent shape, here we are. And we see why the tank is here. This drops directly into a side canyon to a main canyon that runs north and south through much of the ranch. And we'll go up and probably take another look at this, or maybe go over to the edge of the canyon and take a look. And you can see right here, we're on the south end of the dam. There's a major game trail that comes up out of this canyon. So this is obviously a watering hole for the elk and deer, the other animals here. We kicked out some mallards and a couple of other killdeer and so on. And again, we've got that beautiful view of the mountains right across the canyon. Now I'm out where this side canyon comes in, and we can look up to the north, and it's very early spring here, so there's a grove of cottonwoods up there that haven't started to green up yet. And then we come down this canyon. And you can see there's, from time to time, probably pretty good seasonal flow through here. It's dry now, but great rock formations. Lots of great space to explore. We're coming down into the canyon. We're north of where the stock pond was, and I'm looking back to the south, and that's where the ranch headquarters is. And they located that right above the canyon up there, so there were views down this way. Pretty cool setting up there. You can see that. And then the canyon's down here in front of us. Big rock formations. We'll go down in there. Down in the bottom of the canyon, looking north, and along this north ridge line of the canyon are just huge junipers. And you can see there where they got trees big enough for the timbers for their house and some of their other buildings. Big junipers in there, and some big pinon also. Back around the other side, here's an old road going up to the other side of the canyon. And then we're going back around, looking to the southeast, and then down the canyon at this big rock wall. We're down the canyon from where we parked. So we've come kind of southeast, and we've encountered this big rock wall. And the canyon takes a bend here and heads southwest, and then goes south again. You can see there's the junipers there. Those cedars are 50 feet tall. That's where they got the wood to build those houses. Here in the rocks, it's a beautiful oak forest. All the leaves are gone now, of course, but that's going to be really lush and green before too long. Back around, looking at the other side. Spots like this, canyon, protected area, plenty of firewood, hidden. A couple hundred years ago, this would have been probably a stopover point for the Comanches. They'd come in here from the plains out to the east, camp here, settle in, and use a place like this as a hideaway and a base camp to go on over the top of Comanche Rim down into the Tusist River, the Rio Vallecitos, and raid the villages at Las Tablas, Petaca, Ojo Caliente, and so on. A lot of history here. Coming back from the canyon, a last look at the ranch coming from the north. That homestead from this distance probably looks pretty much the same as it did 110, 15 years ago. There's just almost nothing on the horizons. You can see, of course, all the way, like I said, to Santa Fe and almost to Colorado from here. Beautiful wide open country. Many possibilities. We would love to show you this property. We think it's well priced and a very rare opportunity to buy a large parcel of land in northern New Mexico. So please feel free to give us a call. We'll get you all the details you need, and if you can get out this way, we'll get you on the land. Thanks for your time.